Hello students, today we are going to learn English Class 6 Chapter 3.6 The Merchant of Venice. Now this is a very good story, so let's see. Antonio was a merchant who lived in Venice, a prosperous city in Italy. In those days, that is about 500 years ago, sea voyages were dangerous, and yet some adventurous merchants traveled across the sea. Some others spent a lot of money in sending ships to faraway countries. These ships brought back spices and other treasures from India and other countries. The merchants sold these things in Europe. They made a lot of profit in this business. Now here in this lesson, merchant. First we'll see the meaning of merchant. Merchant means a person whose job is to buy and sell products in a large amounts, especially by trading with other countries. Okay, so this person, his name was Antonio, and he was a merchant, and this Antonio lived in a Venice city. Okay, and this city was very prosperous city, and this city is in Italy. Okay, prosperous means what? Very successful, usually earning a lot of money. Okay, and this story means about 500 years ago. In those days, that the sea voyages were very dangerous, and some adventurous merchants travel across the sea, and what they spend money in sending ships and all, and what they brought spices for the spices and the other treasures from India and other countries. Okay, and in this way the merchants sold these things in Europe, and they made a lot of profit in this business. Okay, adventurous means what? Willing to try new difficult things which may be often dangerous. Okay, adventurous. Okay, at the time when the story begins, Antonio was waiting for his ships to return with a merchandise. Merchandise means what? Goods that are bought and sold. Okay, and this Antonio was waiting for his ships. He had put almost all his money in the ships. Whatever money he had, he put for that, for bringing the material, means spices and all. Antonio was a kind man. He had many friends, but his best friend was Bassanio. Antonio was a very kind-hearted person, very good person, and this Antonio's best friend was Bassanio. Bassanio was a young and handsome nobleman, but unfortunately he had no money. Bassanio also very kind-hearted person, noble person, but unfortunately means due to his bad luck. What was his bad luck? That he had no money. Okay, Bassanio wanted to marry Portia. Portia was a beautiful and intelligent girl. She was the only daughter of very wealthy man. Her father had died, leaving her a large estate. Estate means all the money or the property owned by a person at the time of his or her death. Okay, it's called estate. And this Portia, she was very intelligent, very beautiful girl, and having a lot of property. Okay, in his means Portia's father's will, what he has written, that Portia's father had written how Portia's husband should be selected. He had set a test for her suitors. Suitors means what? A man who wants to marry a particular woman. Okay, so Portia's father had set a test for her suitors. They had to choose between three cassettes or we can say cassettes. What? One of gold, one of silver, and one of lead. So here the Portia's father had set a test for her suitors. Okay, and put three cascades. One cascade, it is of one of gold, one of silver, and one of lead. Now here you can see this cascade in this picture. Each cascade had something written on it. On the gold cascade, it was written, "Whoever chooses me shall gain what many men desire." In this way, on the first cascade, it was written in this way. On the silver cascade, "Whoever chooses me shall get as much as he deserve." Okay, as much as he deserve, that person will get. It is written on the silver cascade. On the cascade of lead, "Whoever chooses me must give and hazard all he has." And on the last cascade, that means lead cascade, written that whoever chooses me must give all hazard. Hazard means what? Risk, having a risk. Okay. So one of the Portia suitors was the Prince Morocco. Morocco was the one when the prince, many princes came. For what purpose? For everybody wanted to marry with Portia. So one prince came. His name was Morocco. He chose the gold casket, but when he opened the casket, the message inside said that it was not the right casket. All that glitters is not gold. When he opened that first casket, that means gold casket, and it is written that inside it that what? All that glitter is not gold, means whatever you are thinking, it is not a right. That means this casket is not a right casket. Another suitors came. He also tried his luck with the caskets. To do that, he had to travel the Belmont, where Portia lived on her estate. He 1 minute, two lines are remaining. Another suitors, the prince of another prince come, that is the Aragon, choose the silver casket, but that too was not a right casket. That means second also casket was not a right casket. Now this Antonio's friend, who the Bassanio wanted to try his luck. He also wanted to try his luck with the caskets. To do that, he had to travel the Belmont, where the Portia lived on her estate. Okay, where did Portia live? Portia lived at the Belmont. He needed money for that, for traveling. Who? Bassanio. Why? Because he was a very poor person. Okay, he had no money. He needed money for that. When Antonio came to know this, he wanted to help. Antonio was his best friend, so he wanted to help his friend. He told Bassanio to borrow money in his name, means Antonio's name. Okay, so they went to Shylock, the Jewish moneylender. Okay, ask him for the money. Shylock was the one person who is a moneylender and giving money to the those who needed person. Those who need the money, Shylock give the money. Shylock had a lot of money, but he was not at all generous. Shylock having a lot of money, okay, very rich person, but not a good person, not kind person, not at all generous person. Okay, money was all that he cared for. He was living only for the money only. He did not like Antonio at all, because Antonio sometimes lent people money without charging any interest for it. That's why Shylock did not like Antonio. So when Shylock saw the Antonio and this Bassanio, Shylock decided to take advantage of this situation. He gave them the money on the strange condition. He gave money to the Antonio. Okay, but he put one strange condition. What was the condition? If Antonio failed to return the money within 3 months, Shylock could cut off a pound of Antonio's flesh. Antonio agreed to this and borrowed the money for Bassanio. And what was the strange condition? That if Shylock ready to give money, but if the Antonio failed to return money within how many months? 3 months. What Shylock will do? Shylock will cut off a pound of Antonio's flesh, and Antonio was ready, okay, for that condition. And in this way they borrowed money for the Bassanio. Bassanio went to Belmont. When he saw the casket, he chose the lead one. That was the right casket, and Bassanio won Portia's hand by choosing it. Portia too was glad to marry Bassanio. Okay, in this way they both married. In the meanwhile, Shylock heard that Antonio had lost his ships. He was very happy that Antonio would not be able to pay the money. He took Antonio to court and demanded that he fulfill the strange and cruel condition. And what happened after some days? After 3 months means what happened? This Antonio lost his all the ships. Okay, and when Shylock come to know that, he became very happy and he took Antonio where? To the court. For what purpose? He took the court and demanded that he fulfill the strange and cruel condition. What was the condition? That he should take the 1 pound of his Antonio's flesh. Okay, the duck liked Antonio and was sorry for him, and duck also liked Antonio, but he felt very sorry. But what could he do? Antonio had written a bond to Shylock, and according to the law, Shylock was right. So here duck also can't do anything. When Bassanio and Portia heard all this, they rushed back to the Venice. Portia told Bassanio to pay Shylock twice the amount to save Antonio, but Shylock was adamant. He demanded only a pound of Antonio's flesh. Now when this Portia and Bassanio heard all these things, and they rushed to the Venice to Antonio, and Portia told Bassanio that give Shylock how much money? Twice the amount to save the Antonio. But Shylock did not want money. He refused to take money. He was adamant. Adamant means what? Impossible to pursue, or unwilling. He was unwilling to change his opinion, okay, or his decision. Okay, so he was not ready to change his decision, and he demanded only a pound of Antonio's flesh. Everyone in the court, including the duck, felt that Shylock's demand was inhuman. The duck asked Shylock to show mercy towards the Antonio, but Shylock was not ready to do so. He felt that Antonio and others had treated him badly before, and he wanted to revenge. Here, everybody was very much unhappy, felt very sorry, but the Shylock was not ready to change his opinion or his condition, his decision. Okay, he wanted to take revenge. Just then the young lawyer entered the court. He said that he would fight Antonio's case. He asked Antonio whether he had agreed the Shylock condition. Antonio said that he had agreed, and at the same time a young lawyer entered the court, and that lawyer said that he was ready to fight Antonio's case. And at that time he asked, that trial asked to the Antonio whether he had agreed to Shylock's condition. Antonio said, yes, I am agree. Then the young lawyer requested Shylock to show mercy, though the law was on Shylock's side. The lawyer preached that mercy is a quality of God himself. when a person shows mercy to someone else, they are both blessed. Mercy was more valuable than the king's crown, but all this had no effect on Shylock. The young lawyer then said that the law allowed Shylock to take a pound of flesh, and he could do that. At the same time, the lawyer warned that while cutting off the flesh, Shylock should not shed even one drop of Antonio's blood. Also, he should cut exactly 1 pound of flesh, nothing less, nothing more. That will not be allowed by the law. So, here that lawyer also said that have mercy on it, but Shylock was not ready. First, the duck asked Shylock to show mercy towards the Antonio. Shylock was not ready to do so. Okay, the young lawyer requested Shylock to show mercy. Then also, though the law was on Shylock's side, the lawyer pleaded that mercy is the quality of God Himself. When a person shows mercy to someone else, they are both blessed. Mercy was more valuable. This lawyer said that mercy was very more valuable than a king's crown. When the lawyer saw that Shylock would not change his mind, then the lawyer told Shylock, "Okay, ready, let it be now. To cut off a pound of, you can cut pound of Antonio's flesh." But at the same time, lawyer warned that while cutting, Shylock should not shed even a drop of Antonio's blood. Also, he should cut exactly 1 pound of flesh, nothing less, nothing more. Correct? So, Shylock here in this way he said, and then what happened? Shylock realized that he could not do what the young lawyer asked him to do, and he accepted his defeat. Antonio's life was saved. But now when the lawyer said that you should not cut more also flesh and less also, exactly 1 pound, it was not possible for the Shylock, and Shylock realized that he could not do what the young lawyer asked him to do and accepted the defeat. Thus the Antonio was saved. Okay, Antonio's life was saved. Who was the young lawyer? The Bassanio and Antonio found out later that it was none other than Portia herself, dressed as a young man, and the lawyer was Portia herself. Okay. In this way, Portia appeared in a male lawyer to fight Antonio's case in the court, and Portia saved Antonio very smartly. Later, it was learned that Antonio's ships were safe, and so he had not in a fact lost his money. Thus, the story, which could have ended in a tragic manner, ended happily. In this way, this was the story of the Antonio, Portia, Bassanio, and the Shylock. These were the characters of this story. Hope you understood this story.